Hello everyone, how good of you to join and welcome back to, Pride and Peddlers, our little scenario, our trade empire-ish building, kind of like, to Bonita Lucia to be more precise, and not even that, to Buenos Vientos to be even more precise. And in Buenos Vientos, well, the riot is not what's really causing me any harm here, really. Let's build a police station and be done with it. Those people are going to be beaten down anyway. We don't need to worry about that. What we need to worry about in Buenos Vientos is our fuel production, which is now in full swing. We already have lots of fuel in store, and I've already also established a trade route with Hydra that is already getting 60 tons over to Fikikis together with some clay. Now, why do we need to do this? Because in Fikikis we do have helium pockets, and helium pockets we do need for our next production chain, the helium. Now we have 3 active quests right now: the Halls of History with the museum, sinking the Admiral. We are not doing any trade with the Admiral, plus also we need to sell 200 tons of fuel and 50 tons of helium, and we got the back to business one that is still way on its way. However, getting 1,800 artistas will be a bit of a problem there because it's very expensive. Right now we have a bit of a positive balance, so I would like to use this for my helium production. Now in Fikikis, the only thing we now need is the fish oil. I think, actually, wait a second, yeah, we already produce 4 per minute. The fried plantains I'm getting over from Buenos, so we should actually have everything then in store. Once this comes in, there it is. From Bonita Lucia, the fried plantains. And then we have everything in store here for Fikikis to level up to obreros. We're going to need obreros because helium does require obrero population, right? So that is my first action. And we're just probably going to wait here real quick. By the way, these guys here, let's get rid of them. There's going to be a boxing arena here in the center of it all. Probably can make a double road there as well. And let's just move a few more over then to this side. That should be fine. There you go. And there it is. Fried plantains is in, right? And also the ponchos is in already, thanks to having the poncho plantation, the poncho farms here now. And this is +2. They consume 5. We just need to make sure that we have the surplus available with the fried plantains. There it is. And the positive balance is 5 exactly. Oh, wait a second. No, that was not it. There it is. It's 4, to be honest. So we do need actually more. We do need to get more over of the fried plantains. Let's quickly check it out for this production. Right now we got fish oil factories. We have not the best happiness. So I might actually just get me more fish oil factories. And we have 12 of the fried plantain plantations. So I'm going to build 2 more. We can easily get 1 more over there, plus another kitchen. And we can easily also get 1 more here, plus another kitchen. That I would like to do. And they can then just be upgraded here. The same goes with this one there, just here by the cliffs, without getting too much into the way of the charcoal burner there. And with that, the production should be a bit better now. So we got 2 more in addition, right? So this will go up to +8. And with +8, I'm totally fine for now. Let's get over to Bonita Lucia again, because I'm pretty sure now that we should be able to upgrade. There you go. And let's go ahead and upgrade. We do need... Boy, how many do we need actually? Not too many, I hope. 120 for 1 helium extractor. We are going with a maximum of 2. And the other 2 productions here only need Honolero. So we really only need 240 at the maximum. Sounds easy enough. There we have them already. I'm not going to upgrade any more, except these guys here perhaps, because there will be then the boxing arena surrounded by obreros. That should be nice to have. Now, the only other things we need is the industrial oil press. This one, however, does require quite a significant amount of bricks that we need to get over here from Bonita Lucia.
Stations.
The Goblin Shark. 50 tons, was it? Yeah, it's actually more than that because we will need 2 industrial oil presses there at least. And with that, we got 50 tons, and we do need 60 tons of bricks for the first helium production, which will actually produce 4 tons of helium per minute then, which is quite nice, I should say. 25 aluminium, though, that is also very close. So I will need to go 2 rounds here. I don't have a better ship available there right now. Probably, there it is, sitting around, getting some crates that get me more plantains. Alright, actually there's more crates coming up as we speak, right? They're everywhere. So we might also get a dedicated ship just collecting those crates all the time. Let's build another clipper. I would like to do another thing, and that is increasing my coffee production. Right now, we only use coffee for our needs in Bonita Lucia. However, someone of my NPCs here is, last time I remember, purchasing coffee for quite a nice price. Was it actually one of them here? Let's quickly have a look around. And this might be a new, there it is, Yaoska. She's paying 600 for 1 ton of coffee. That might be quite profitable, especially since coffee is not that hard to produce. We only really need coffee roasters, which needs obreros and the plantations. We already have the trade route for that. I might be interested in how high the volume of this trade route is. Let's quickly go for this one. It's on its way back right now, and there's how much coffee waiting? Only 10 tons, right? So that ship is absolutely not loaded. And we do have the coin for that. It's pretty expensive. Let's go ahead with 4 of them. That's 40,000 that we need to pay. And that would support 2 more coffee roasters, right? 2 more coffee roasters, both of them producing 2 tons per minute. That's 4 tons in addition of coffee. And that we can sell then right away. Where do I have my coffee roasters? There they are, right? And we already have the blueprints for 1 more. This one I might actually move a bit further over here, so that we can afford another one to be squeezed into this corner there. Upgrading them will also be one of my priorities then. Honaleros is quite low. Plague, or what is it? Nothing really. We just need more buildings. Yep, another district will be imminent, I guess. And then we can have the coffee roasters for the next trade route then. Meanwhile, my bricks arrived. We still need to get the aluminum over. Then as well. Let's just unload the plantains and get us some 25 tons. Will not be that much that we actually need, but since we have a lot of aluminum, let's get 30 tons over just to be safe.
On our way.
With the aluminum in, let's finally go for my industrial oil press. Probably, yeah, over there, right? Close to the plantations, we have a bit of space. There's one that we can afford, and there's the second one. And both of them are being connected with my warehouses right away. Let's build them. Actually, not that expensive. Not as expensive as I thought it would be. And then the only thing we now need is the helium extractor. And this one, we have the other one closer to a warehouse. Right, because the volume will be quite high between the 2 of them. Let's build it too. And with that, helium production can officially begin. Oh, are we full on clay? No, we are not. But the trade route is working, right? The trade route is working, getting clay and the fuel over here. And with that, we can start the helium production. There's then still 1 more ship that we need for the helium trade route itself. We should have, yep, Goblin Shark here that can do the job. Between Fikikis and Bonita Lucia getting that helium over. And I guess a schooner will be fine. It's a bit slow, but the volume will be fine on it. There will not be more than that. Especially since the trade route is not that wide, right? Oh, look at that. Quite the busy ocean that we have there. Lots of ships and airships. And we are going to join the airship soon. Also, the coffee beans by now are coming in high quantities. Let's build 2 more coffee roasters. Very important. And with that, I do have that clipper. Let's build another clipper. The 16,000, we can afford this. And let's get this one done then for this trade route that goes to Isabel. And, no, was it Isabel? No, it was not Isabel. It was Yaoska, of course. And Yaoska, we are going to put that trade route up from Bonita Lucia to Yaoska here. That is Kalahundit, her island as it's called. And there we have the coffee. The volume will not be that high. Let's sell it. That should be a profitable industry. And before this ship starts though, let's put a minimum storage on it of 10. Right? Just that we have a bit for our own demand, because we do need that for sure. While these trade routes are taking effect and the first helium will also arrive then soon in Bonita Lucia, let's add another district here. So we do have the marketplace, and we can then just go ahead with a few more people here. Not that many though that I think I need. So we are going to probably stop with the the main road then somewhere here, where I can then have my museum that we would like to have in this area, of course. Or we continue with the main road all the way down. Yeah, we'll just see about that. It's very hard to know how many people we actually need to have here. There we have a few more. And let's have another full row before I build the marketplace, the second one. So that we just make sure that we have a good range of everything. And of course also a chapel that we should have then right next to it. Very good. Timber we have. Let's build them. We do need the workforce really. Perfect. Workforce stabilized once more. And there's still also one more thing. The museum that we probably should build for that quest here, the Halls of History. It is time to think of a place that could house all these priceless historical artifacts. And yeah, well, I think a good location for that would be, of course, in the center of my little town. And probably then somewhere over here along the main road. Something like that. So that we can then have these exhibitions. I think they are the same as, yep, in the base game, of course. Have a little museum then just along the line here. Something like that. I don't think we need to be bigger than that. And we'll just see. We could also turn it a bit back here, right? To have a few ornaments then right here at the main entrance. And hopefully a gate or something like that, or a fence. Perhaps we do got some nice ornaments. I don't think so. I think we don't have any ornaments available. We could check it out. Nope. There is no ornaments. God damn it. Okay, we do need to have some palm trees around it as a buffer zone then, right? And then here we can still have some more people, of course. Also here. Adding them, and I think we can now add the museum already. It's pretty expensive, 13,000. Let's do this with the exhibitions. And we can then add the Kipu that we purchased for a lot of money. That gives me 50 attractiveness onto that slot here.
A puzzle piece of our past, safe at last from thieving hands.
Right, and he seems to be pretty happy about that. Can we at least plant some palm trees? Is that also not possible? This seems a bit strange right now. I'm going to keep it like that, at least for the foreseeable future. Even though it's not looking like much. Another thing that I've noticed is we can sell gold. There is no gold smelter in this scenario, only the gold mine, and it produces gold right away. Gold, as far as I can see, is not really a demand anywhere. It's really just for selling, and it's selling at an exceptionally good price. For example, Miss Hunt would purchase gold for 1,200 credits each, and with 2 gold mines we could already make a nice profit out of that. Let's quickly check it out. The maintenance cost would be 250, and with that we can get the gold running. Only downside, we do need a bit more brewers, so one of them costs 100 and we do need around 100 more. However, we are a bit low on fried plantains here in Buenos Vientos right now. Do I have my production here? I do. So we might just go ahead and boost that a bit. I think, yep, we can build one more fish oil factory, one more fried plantain kitchen, and one more plantation here as well to get us a few more in. And for the ponchos, we do have the 2 up there. Let's also raise this here to 3 and one more poncho down here to have 3 in total. Since I'm in the mood for more productions, we could also sell tobacco for 500 credits each ton. Now, tobaccos don't produce that quickly. However, they only need journaleros and would be very quick to set up. So we can find us an island that has tobacco fertility, like this one here, and lots of space. Getting a few journaleros on it would be already fine and all we need. So let's just get us a few bricks, a few planks, and also, just because of it, a bit of an aluminium surplus there, or production, or not production really, storage that we have, just in case we do need, for example, a pier, another one then there at some point. That should be fine to open up a new business opportunity for us, a new business area that is tobacco. How is it my helium production looking? It's working now at 100%. That's the iron mine here. There it is, the helium extractor, 100%, delivering all the helium over there. By the way, let's have this one here paved at least, so it's a bit faster. And with that. Helium production is now at 4. Very good. Getting over to Bonita Lucia, where we already should see the first helium in. 37 tons. So we are very close to the 50 tons there. I think we will go with the 50 tons after all. We are at the islands. Let's settle. Loxa, it's called. And Loxa is really going to be only a smaller tobacco village, right? Its sole purpose will be tobacco production. Let's have a smaller timber production here after all, though, right? So somewhere here in the oh yeah, there's also clay deposits. And is that helium? That is helium too. Let's just have a warehouse over there in the woods somewhere for a smaller basic timber production. There would be 100 here, 100 here. Perfect. And 2 sawmills then respectively for this tiny one.
How does this look?
And then we just need a few people here really as a jump start. Yeah, with those small blocks. I'm not even going to have a main road in this village, as I think it's not necessary at all. We might also, just because it looks better, have the marketplace then somewhere here. Let's make it at least this tiny main road there, all the way to the marketplace. And then the first people that can move in. And with that, Loxa is starting up. We really don't need anything else on this island, right? Because we only really need timber for the tobacco plantations. Needs timber and a few honoraries, and that's it. And with that, we could already start up this production here. Rover will stay in order to sell the tobacco then once we have it available. Yep, let's build another clipper. Oh, pretty big problem here right now. Negative event, the inflation. So all goods are worth 65% less. That is pretty severe. And the inflation effect also affects all buildings with maintenance costs. 45% more maintenance. We're paying right now 11,000 maintenance cost. And I think, yep, also we ran out of the luxury goods here. So the shampoo, right, for the Obreras. And we probably should look out for a bit more. So cognac might be a good idea, perhaps. Unfortunately, the artistas don't profit from that. But cognac and shampoo, let's try to get this one from my traders. Not from the Admiral, but Leonard is selling us something. And then probably also Miss Hunt. Was it Miss Hunt? For whatever we need here. Unfortunately, right? Oh no, also the goods to purchase are worth less. So this is actually good, because with this we can really afford it. Cognac is only 900 at the moment. Unfortunately, with the Admiral we are not allowed to trade right now for the 400 shampoo. Perhaps we do get...
I'm already airborne.
No one else would be selling us anything, right? Some aluminium and planks only, and nope. Endanger Admiral, Silver's asset. Do not engage in any kind of trade with the Admiral. This is crappy. This is bad timing. Let's just get us the cognac. It's a nice boost after all. I'm also not going to try and build anything right now. So for example, I'm not going to build my airship hangar that I could have built by now. But it's costing me 50,000 and that is something I cannot afford. 69 tons of helium. We have now the helium in that we need. However, I still need to get the 200 tons of fuel. 19 more minutes. We're losing right now 4,000 per minute. That means 40,000. That means 80,000 top that we would lose down the road. So we can afford it. However, of course, we're also getting constantly money in from the trading, even if it's not that much as before. So money-wise, we should be fine with that inflation. The only thing now is at Isabel, how much would she pay for the helium now? Oh, she's not actually officially purchasing helium, so I thought it would be the case. Because helium is, of course, also now worth much less. Locks are at least more timber is rolling in, so that we can fully staff all the lumberjack huts then. Of course, that costs me, right? So here we actually have some expenses right now. But I think we will be fine when it comes to that. And... actually not that cheap either. 100 per building there right now for Loxa. And this leads to 20 hornletters, 30, probably 40. That would be 4 tobacco plantations already. Even more than, of course, down. The more we build, the more timber we also get in. Let's just have a few more here then. And a few more here. So, of course, we need to be careful with our finances right now. There you go. And this whole block was 800. And this whole block is also 800 once more. Let's purchase the cognac. 60. Oh, yeah, that is really expensive though. It would be interesting to know if that is actually worth it though, right? Let's quickly check out how much cognac we would need if I enable it for my Jornaleros. Demand here is at 1, right? So, and we would get how much out? 22 peseos per building, I think it is. Might be worth getting us a few more obreros in, right? So we can, of course, continue with a bit more upgrading. We have 300 at the moment as surplus. Is this increasing now cognac consumption significantly? No, it's still at 1. Yeah, let's risk it. I mean, we're down to 10,000 now. The balance is really bad. I can afford 10 tons. Let's get this over to counter it somehow. And I will also now sell the helium. Because we need that for the quest anyway. I mean, we are at 100 tons already. So really no big deal. 50 tons. And also sell a cargo ship to her. Or we sell... or we just sell the airship, but the cargo ship also... Yeah, the cargo ship has this problem with the unknown good, where I really don't know what it is. Probably something we unlock with more artistas, if I upgrade them. Selling the helium at least gives me 22,000, so that is okay. Right, with that we have finished one of the requirements. And then also, Terra, my great steam clipper, is coming in. We could sell Terra, by the way, now that I realize it. Yep, that would be possible. We could sell Isabel. We could sell to Isabel the great steam clipper. And with that, we would actually be finished with the sinking the Admiral. Because the helium was fine. We don't need to sell the fuel anymore with that. Yep, let's unload the cognac. And let's just see how that affects my balance. As we can see, it's going up now. So the loss is getting smaller. Not a lot though, right? So coming in right now, and we are only going to 3,000 on the surplus side there. So it's okay, but it's not the best really. As we're getting negative, I really should sell a bit more. We have lots of sales to sell. And I know, of course, we pay reduced prices, but it's still better than sticking to negativity there right now. And probably also, oh yeah, we got lots of fertilizers that I could sell. There it is. Let's sell what we have. 23,000 once more. That was very close. And how much would we get? Oh, wait a second. We would get 375,000 for that. And I would also get the Great Eastern Pyramid to build it again if I want to. That is pretty amazing. Plus we would finish the quest. Let's do this. I mean, it's just a ship. We do have plenty of ships and can build them ourselves. With that, also the trade embargo against Admiral is over. Do I have still something that is blocked with him?
Not even Admiral Silva can match your stride.
And buy the sword now from the Silver's trade. Oh my goodness, how much would that be? There is no sword yet. There it is for 480,000. All right, I was expecting it to be expensive. Inflation is still for 6 more minutes, and then the prices will stabilize. He would purchase tobacco, and he was also the one for the coffee beans, right? And helium he would also purchase. So the silver, that sounds like a good deal here with him. Now, Guillemot, you can stay. And yeah, I think it's then also time for the airships, right? Because we would have everything available. And I would also really like, while the inflation still goes, from the silver, we could really pump us in with shampoo. Lots of that. It's really cheap. And I also need more artistas. That is a problem. I have a few more here in the center. At least, right? And then here. Not too many though. I would like to get as close as possible to that. We have unlocked more. The sewing machine factory that needs aluminium and then only wood. So that is an easy production. And with that we would get more artistas in per building. And also the ball sport seems to be easy because it really just needs the Nandu farm. Right, so those two we can easily get in to boost our population there. Happiness, I don't really care about that much because it really only gives me happiness but no income. It's all about the black market goods really. Now Loxa, meanwhile, has 135 honoreros, so this is actually enough, right? And we can go crazier now with some tobacco plantations. We also have the money. And once the inflation is over, the tobacco will already coming in big chunks. So let's go ahead and go crazy on that. It's all we really want and need. And plus it's also increasing my trade volume then, of course, significantly. Production is very slow, only 2 per... Only actually 0.5 per minute. Right, so we will need quite a lot of that if we want to make it worth our while. And let's actually get that roll over there as well, just in case we do need that at some point. And then we can go also crazy on the other side with even more tobacco fields. And that beach area I would also like to keep just in case. We do have pearls abundance here, so we might need that at some point. 192 fields is quite abundant for that, so we will need lots of space anyway. And one of them costs me now 8,000 with the plantation itself, right? Since we have the coin, I would actually like to go ahead and build all of them. That would be 50,000. There you go. This one is still missing because we lack the timber. Workforce is fine as we can see. And tobacco production with that has started. Let's also get the shampoo. 150 for 72,000. Sounds like a lot right now, but considering after the inflation that we do get a lot of maintenance back, plus also the boost from it, it is going to be worth it. And that is quite the mighty trade there, of course. Let's get it. And get the 150 tons over, right? This will be lasting for 150 minutes then. So yeah, for more than 2 hours really. So that's enough time really to get all that money back. And for a long time we will be very safe on the income side then. And by the way, how's my coffee looking? I think we can build one more coffee roaster, right? Yes, we have a bit of a surplus there. Let's build one more just to increase the volume of coffee that we can trade. And here now, Loxar, let's start the tobacco trade. For that, I would like to wait though for inflation to get over so that we have the final prices in again. Now, in 1 second, the inflation is ending. There you go. Oh my goodness, we get the next negative effect right away. And that is affecting all the agricultural goods. Are you kidding me? I just started with the tobacco production. 50% reduction for that. Also, all crop farms produce 20% less. And all residences' happiness is affected by -10. This is pretty severe. Alright, also transfer rights is increased significantly. Great, we just started the tobacco production. We are now producing tobacco at a rate of 2 per minute. Doesn't seem like a lot, right? But of course, it's only the beginning. And let's go ahead and just build us a few more because I'm confident that this price reduction will, of course, go away again at some point. It has to, right? Go ahead, build us a few more fields. Just here, all the way up, and then here. All the way up. Money-wise, yeah, we are really negative right now. Let's build them. And let's start our trade route now. By the way, prices... Oh no, the prices are, of course, further down again for the crops. I will still start my trade route here. That affects Loxa. All the way over here to the Admiral. And we're going to sell the tobacco. Just tobacco, really. No cigars or anything. And the rover is on its way. Now, meanwhile, we should get the shampoo though. There it is. Perfect. This will help us out a bit again. Because with shampoo, we can directly influence our tax. And as we can see, our taxes is growing now. One thing that hasn't gone down in prices is the helium. So there it is. 1,600 market price once again. I think we already have a trade route with her. Okay, but from another island. We could actually combine it though still, right? Let's try it out. We do have the cotton. That's a clipper. The iron. It can't possibly be full. It's a bit of cotton, a bit of iron. Let's get rid of one iron here, right? And make a stop in between. That is Bonita Lucia, and this one goes up. That's looking good. And in Bonita Lucia, we are we're getting some helium, any kind of surplus that we have, and get it over to Paloma as well. I will, however, still keep a bit of a minimum storage, of course, for helium, because we do need to build airships as well. Let's keep the minimum at 50. That should be fine. right? Everything above that gets sold to Paloa. So this is 2 more trade routes here coming in now that should hopefully turn the tide here of negativity. Yeah, the crops is just really devastating to us as we have caoutchouc, tobacco, coffee being sold directly. My prices are down way too much. Back in Loxa, let's increase the happiness of people here. They don't seem to be particularly happy about their current situation. And let's have a nice chapel here behind our marketplace. That should do the trick, right? Even though, of course, we do get negative happiness there as well because of the event that we have right now. Boosting those tobacco plantations is probably not the safest bet. Nope, it's not. So we're not doing this. Oh, nice balance there right now because of trade. So there are some... We are making a bit of a profit there right now. Let's also build those 2 more tobacco plantations. And I would have the workforce ready for another one there. So we're probably just going to add another tobacco plantation over here. Let's build it right away. This should really be fine though. Yes, it is, right? So because they're producing so slowly, I don't see this one overloaded.
I hope.
Also, 15 tons of helium are being sold right now. I wonder how much we get out of it.
One step closer.
40,000. That is looking good. And at least it's over. We get now the next market crash immediately. Cheap limitations. All goods 45% permanently reduced. This seems really harsh. This is going for another hour now and is affecting everything. However, products provided by the Empire go up by 200%. Cognac goes up. Perfect. And also the shampoo is going up by 250%. And all goods, what? 50% reduction and 45% reduction. What is that? Alright, we're not making any money out of trade anymore for a full hour. It's totally down to 0. And shampoo and cognac is going up to the maximum. No idea what this is. We are not making any profits from trade anymore. Great. Okay, so I guess I will need to stop all productions that I have enabled for exporting, right? So that affects all my corn plantations. That would be all my tobacco plantations in Loxer. That would also affect all my caoutchouc production. We are not going to produce that many plantains anymore. Actually, I do need them for, yeah, really for my population, but that's it, right? Oh, my oil refinery was exploded. No more fuel there. Fuel was worthless anyway, so we can continue with that. Only what we need for our daily life is important though. The coffee plantations are rather expensive. No more coffee production for now. The same goes with my coffee roasters. No more there. And we are pretty full on aluminum, so let's also stop the production of that. And I think, yeah, with that we're toning down the whole industry. I'm just a bit bummed out that it's so long, like over an hour. No idea what we're going to do in this hour then. We'll just see about that. Also, I think helium. I mean, I'm not going to build the airship hangar with that balance, right? So we're just going to stop now on the helium extractor too, plus our industrial oil presses, which is ridiculously expensive. My whole cotton production no longer needed, even though it wasn't that much. It's still adding up, of course. And over here we have our felt production with the alpacas, plus the felt producers. Let's also completely turn them down because bombins are also not being able to sell anymore. We still have a few there for the artistas, but that's it. And yeah, with that, the whole industry is now sleeping. Do we need anything else to tone down? The museum costs me quite a bit.
Deal.
We have the tortillas, but they're for our own demand. We have our bricks. We are pretty full on bricks and I'm not selling them. So we might actually also completely shut them down. With that, the balance is slightly positive. We halved our maintenance costs so far. Let's also stop the fuel. There's nothing here that I really need to do with fuel. And let's also stop the brick production, at least in Buenos Vientos. There's really no use for that at the moment. Yeah, we are sleeping now. And we'll just see how long this lasts. Okay, so unfortunately, that's it for me playing this scenario. After the crisis ended, the next one is right upon us with another 90 minutes of waiting time to make any trade again or to purchase any goods. This time we're at 300%. I have no idea how to make money. Perhaps you have any suggestions for that, but up to until this is resolved, I can't find a way to get money. So until this is resolved, unfortunately, I have to stop playing here, because just waiting for the timer to go down is absolutely not fun in my opinion, and I just wanted to show you that. Perhaps you have something, please write it in the comments if you have a tip how to make money in this scenario now, because I don't know. And with that, cheers!